Radio Scene.
Over here jamming. They're cueing me in. I'm over here jamming to my sister's song. I mean, I guess they ain't heard me, right? I'm Imani Kairee. This is Indie 360 on RadioSEEN.com. It's radio you can watch. And, I mean, I'm just... Sonja Blade is here, guys. I'm just like... I'm so excited you're here. Like, you have no idea.
I'm excited to be here.
Crazy. You know how many times I watched your video and they gave me the production sheet? I'm just like, yeah, I guess they gave her. Yeah, I felt like real bad. Nah. And the funny thing is that even with your name, Mortal Kombat 9, I know I'm a geek with video games, but there is a character called Sonja Blade. And she's like a bad A.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, that's what I thought of when I thought of you. Because I'm like, I know my sister is not playing. Nope. Okay. She's not playing. But let's get into the mix. We were talking a little bit about your name before we actually came on air. Now, Sonja Blade is your real name.
Yeah, my real name. Oh, my God. My mother's going to kill me. My real name is Sonja. My family calls me Sonja. But I go by Sonja is my real name. Mm-hmm. I took on the Blade, actually, and Blade was given to me by my uncle who passed away.
Oh, okay.
Come to find out years later that it's an actual character, like in the Mortal Kombat movie. I said, okay, I'm going to use it.
It's hot.
It just represents like Blade, a play on the word for like being sharp and on point.
And you are.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And so I took on that, persona. I'm a really serious person. So like you said, that character is like really like no joke. Mm-hmm. I just consider myself to be that. You know what I mean? So that's where I get that from.
Now, like I said, I actually dug a little bit in your business like I always do with people we have featured on our show. But when did you know? I know you have a lot of talents and you work with a lot of people. But when did you know that music was for Sonja Blade?
Oh, my God. From the time I could walk, I knew I was going to do something. I knew I was going to be on TV some type of way because... I sang, I wanted to act, I just wanted to be on, I was always into music. Music was in my household, my mom, my dad. As far as Sonja Blade goes, I always had a gift for like spoken word, writing poetry. Grew up watching Salt and Pepper and MC Light, Yo-Yo, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
So I knew when I saw those girls that was for me. Knew some guys from around the way. They knew I could rap. They got a record label. And like the rest is history, you know what I mean? It started from there.
So speaking of around the way, we know you're from New York. You're repping
Brooklyn. Best Stop. What up?
I didn't even have to say it.
Jay, Fox, Kim, Mos Def.
Look
you know
at her.
How we do. I'm sorry.
Look at that. That's okay. That's okay. We need that energy here. We love that. See, I didn't have to. All I had to say was New York, and that junk came out of her, you know. But a lot of people say, see, they're giving you an applause. A lot of people say that it's harder being a female coming from New York and being a rapper. Do you feel that's true?
I think it should be easier, coming from New York.
Because it's hip hop is based there.
Its roots are in New York. It should be easy, but they just make it hard on themselves. It's easy. As far as our male counterparts go, we have similar, backgrounds and growing up, same situations, how we grew up, the content. So it is easier that way.
Do you feel that, how can I put this? What type of genre would you put yourself in? A lot of people are saying nowadays they just want to do hip hop or they want to do hip hop, or where would you place yourself? Just hip hop or?
I don't know nothing about no hip hop. I'm hip hop. There's a difference between hip hop and rap. Hip hop is a culture, it's a movement, It's the lingo, it's the way you dress, it's how you walk, talk, you live it. Rap is just what you say. It's just words put together. It could be with techno, it could be with dance. I don't do that. I'm straight hip hop. I'm an MC. I'm an MC, yeah.
It's the lifestyle, definitely. Yep. So now you're saying hip hop is the movement. It's the lifestyle. Who inspired you to even step into hip hop? Mm-hmm. Give me 3 artists that inspired you to step into hip hop.
Nikki D.
Okay.
MC Light.
Okay.
And I want to say Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
Yeah. When the first time I saw Nikki D and MC Light, I wanted to emulate her. I dressed like her, cut my hair like her. When I saw her, I said, that's what I want to do.
So would those be your top 3 artists that you would also work with in this day and age?
I will absolutely. To the addition of Kanye West. Kanye, Jay, yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, definitely.
I wanted you to think about that.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. So I know you were on a label, Virgin Records. Yeah. Let us know a little bit about how that went about.
Okay, like I said, grew up around the way. Just like people knew I could rhyme, and I knew some guys who had a record label, and they took me to the studio one day. And I don't know if you remember Keith Murray.
Definitely.
Yeah, first time I ever got into a studio to see how I sounded was with Keith Murray on the track with Keith Murray. They told me to do 16 bars. I did 60. Shortly after that, I started recording. Clark Kent, the legendary producer, came in.
Yeah.
Heard me on, records, and he started to work with me because he was producer on Shaquille O'Neal's album. So he called me in, and I was a writer for Shaq on his.
I was about to mention that. I was about to be like, don't make sure you mention that.
Yeah, and
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember when Shaquille was trying to rap there.
Yeah. I helped with that.
I mean, like I said, she's pretty much worked with everyone, and I've pretty much been in her business. I actually saw that you were number 13 for It Don't Stop on a mixtape that was by DJ Lexus, a.k.a. The Lex, which is product of The Streets Volume 62.
Yeah.
That track was hot. You guys got to check that out.
I appreciate it.
I mean, I definitely went on the website, and she had a video that popped up and was just like, I'm Sonja Blade. You ready for me? It was just... It was crazy.
The nerve, right?
It was crazy.
That's me. I
was just so excited. As far as like being a female and the lifestyle and just the love of hip hop, what are some hurdles that you had to actually overcome as being a female in hip hop? Because they do say that the hip hop industry now is male dominated.
It is. It is a good old boys club to me. The hurdles are you're being forced sometimes to be more sexy, sell sex. With me, I'm so lyrical. I've been even asked to dumb down my lyrics to where it's more mainstream. People can get my lyrics, so I'm not so hard. I'm asked to be more feminine, if you will, dress more feminine. And those are the hurdles because I'm not like that. I'm uncomfortable when I try it.
Oh.
So this is me. You know what I mean?
I definitely, I'm feeling Sonja Blade right now. I want to go to a quick little break, and when we come back, I want to get into more with my sister Sonja Blade and talk about as far as being a female and being in the hip-hop industry. Yeah. But we actually have this video, which is Get 'Em, Get 'Em.
Yeah, produced by Music Maestro.
Look, she had to add that in there. Another hot track. I'm such like a groupie right now, guys. It's freaking ridiculous. I'm a little embarrassed. But I'm here with my sister Sonja Blade. I'm Imani Kairee. This is Indie 360 on RadioSEEN.com. It's radio you can watch. We'll be right back. Check this out.
Shit. What's gonna be? Get 'em, get 'em, get 'em, get 'em. I couldn't shut it down. Get 'em, get 'em, get 'em, get 'em, get 'em. We coming through your town. Get 'em, get 'em, get 'em. Top of the world, way back around. Get 'em, get 'em, get 'em. New York City, never know. It goes 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to take me on.
The real reason of why I'm so excited, we actually have my sister Sonja Blade here, and we actually got into the interview a little bit.
Yeah.
Before we went to break, we're actually talking about being a female and being in the hip hop industry, and you also said that, and I quote, that hip hop is a lifestyle, and there's a difference from hip hop and rap. And as far as like with females, like you said, a lot of them set aside their pride, self-respect. I actually want you to take a minute, not a full minute, but a second, to let the females know out there, basically that they don't have to do stuff like that to be in the hip hop industry. Give them a little insight.
I don't know. I'm not a prophet. I'm not a good spokesperson. I don't even want to be a role model. But what I can say is this: from birth, you should have been taught by your nana, your mama, that you're special. You don't give up the cookies, or you don't. I mean, you just don't do that. It's self-respect. You have a say. We're powerful women right now. We're bosses. And that's the road you should want to take. Like that time, that's this oversaturation of TNA. Let's do something else with that, ladies. Let's do that. Let's do something else.
So as far as even going that route, there's a lot of females in the industry now. And I know as far as being an indie artist, I don't consider you an indie artist because of the people you work with. And like I said, I'm a groupie. But do you feel that the females in the industry today are actually acting as bosses?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
We're getting there. I haven't. You know what? in order to be, everybody say they're a boss. A boss is where you take care of your own business. You know what I mean? You take your money and you make money from it. What all the females I've seen, they're underneath a male artist. If you branch off and do something else, okay, yeah. Now you're going the route where you're branching off and you're doing something on your own. I still haven't seen that.
So do you feel that females are going backwards from the Queen Latifahs and the MC Lights, or do you feel that it's getting a little bit better?
I haven't seen. We are still stuck in a rut. You know what I mean? That's what I see. They say hip hop is evolving. Yeah, it's evolving, but you have to, for true hip hop purists, people who, remain true to its essence, it's always been females who doing what males do, but promote self-respect and positivity. We don't see that in the mainstream. You know what I mean? It's just not seen. So we have a lot of work to do. We still have a lot of work to do.
And as far as they say everybody has to actually put their hands in and get to work. What can Sonja Blade bring to the industry? How can Sonja Blade make it better? What do you have that's going to make the industry better as far as females in hip hop? Realism.
Whatever I say, I do. Whatever I say I've done, I did. What you see is what you get with me. I have my own company. Every video, every song, every studio session, every piece of clothing, every marketing, it comes from my bank account. I don't have any investors. And this is what, like I said, I'm not a role model. Yeah. But if you follow that, we'll all be in a better place. What I'm bringing is realism. I'm an MC. I'm a lyricist. We got to think. And that's what we need to do. Think and bring forth that in songs where, if your kids are listening to it, they can get something out of it. Yeah, I talk about the cars. I'm a culprit too, but I got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying you can get it too, but just go about it, getting it a different way and bring that respect for females back. That's what I bring.
Definitely. As far as talking about being about your business, I know you have a label.
Yeah, Top of the World Entertainment with my manager also, who is the co-CEO of my company.
Tell me a little bit about how that got started.
Well, it actually got started. It was he was a great manager. He said to me, you know what, you've done a lot of work in the game and you're able to do this, that. You got this amount of money. Why don't you start your own label? And I'll help you. The both of us, we put our little 2 cents in, literally. Yeah. And we said, you know what, we're going to, because it was hard for me. Once I left God or Virgin, I took like a long hiatus. I didn't want to jump back into a record deal at the time, and it was kind of hard for me. People weren't looking for me at the time. They wanted the sexy females. That was the whole thing. Yeah. I wasn't doing that. So I'm going to sit back and watch.
Definitely.
And that's how it came about. Start your own label, put out your own acts, and you be a boss this time.
Like you said, you sat back a little bit. I know you were writing for a couple of people. A lot of artists nowadays, they can't do that. They always think, okay, I need to be in the spotlight. This is me. I need to have the microphone. And I know you sat back and you wrote for a couple of people. Was that hard to sit back and actually push people and push them ahead of you and to sit back and see them get a little bit of shine before you did?
It did at first. I felt like, why not me? I had my shot. I had a huge shot with Virgin Records.
Definitely.
Being an artist, but if it's not your time, it's not your time. I have no problem playing the background. Writing for artists, it's only hard when I say, you tell me what you want to write. Tell me a little bit about you, and I write it. And if you don't convey that message and through the songs, and you don't get it, it's kind of frustrating. But as far as being in the limelight, I don't have to be. I didn't want to be. You know what I mean?
As far as being a writer, and even for other people, they say nowadays a lot of people in the hip-hop industry aren't writing their own things. Do you think that the things that we hear, a lot of the mainstream artists, what we hear them write about is things that they're really going through?
Hell no.
Hell no?
If all you're getting fed is chicken, you're going to eat chicken. When steak come along, you ain't going to know what to do with it. It's just what did I call it? Fast food rap. It's like a vending machine. You go in there and you only got one snack. You get what I'm saying? That's all you're getting fed. It's copycats. So that's the thing. If everybody's buying that, you talking about trap and cars and chicks, that's what the next person is going to do. You know what I mean? So, no, we ain't living that. If you talk that, I see guys in the videos talk about $100,000 on the wrist, but you sleeping on somebody's couch.
Oh.
I see that all too often. Look, I see that all too often.
Sorry, guys.
You know.
So do you think that the industry actually follows the streets, or the streets follows the industry?
That's a good question. Do the industry follow the streets, or do the streets follow the industry? The streets right now following the industry.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because it's what they hear and they think, okay, this is what I'm going through.
Absolutely. And there's some talented artists out there.
Definitely, yeah.
Who depreciate in value because it's like you take say like a Jay-Z. You see how brilliant he is, and he would go to a record label and say 1, 2, 3, this is me. You know he's capable of so much more.
Yeah.
But you just dumb yourself down to fit in the industry. So it's definitely, streets following the industry.
Before we actually go, I want to ask you the Indie 360 question. I want you to tell everybody out there what they need to know about Sonja Blade and why they should buy your music and check for you out of anybody else.
Oh, wow. What you need to know about Sonja Blade is I'm definitely committed to my craft. Like I said, I'm an MC. I'm not a femc. I hate that word. I just happen to be of the female gender, but I'm an MC. I'm a lyricist. I'm committed to my craft. I do my homework. I am totally independent. What I put in is what I get out. My money. If I say I want it, I got it. It's just my company. I'm an honest person. Why you should buy my music is because I'm different than all the other females out there. It's totally not what other females are saying. It's just like, I'm just real. I'm tangible. I'm like the girl next door. I'm touchable.
Gotcha.
You can relate to me. You get what I'm saying? And if
yeah.
you want that, then that's what you're going to get. And people believe in me. They know what I'm capable of. And, I'm serious about my craft. And I try to perfect it.
Really excited that you're here. I actually want to get into this video. It's Brooklyn Keeps on Taking It featuring Smith and Wesson. Yeah. And when we come back, I'm going to ask you a few questions about how you got that little thing going on. So check out this video, guys. It's Brooklyn Keeps on Taking It by my sister, Sonja Blade.
Brooklyn keeps on taking it. Brooklyn keeps on taking it.
Bonafide Brooklyn broad, I swing the truck round, then make them duck, kiss ground, and get the fuck down. Home of Bucktown, who's still in the fog? I'm on my mic, big shit, I'm killing them, dog. Can feel them all, come on, I'm type ill. Fights in Crown Heights, freaking Weeksville.
If you are just tuning in, I'm Imani Kairee, your host of Indie 360 on RadioSEEN.com. It's radio you can watch. We just checked out Brooklyn Keeps on Taking It featuring Smith and Wesson, which is my sister, Sonja Blade. Let me know a little bit about that video, how you got with Smith and Wesson.
Actually, grew up with them.
Really?
I'm one of their biggest fans. It only made sense to get them on a song called Brooklyn that was shot by Taya Simmons from Get Shot by a Girl.
Wow.
Dope. Produced by Easy LP, and we shot that around the way in Bed-Stuy. They're just hanging around the way, just a day, just hanging out, like no script, no nothing, just shooting, and then that's what came out of it.
That's hot.
Yeah,
that's
dope.
Hot. I actually want to ask you something. I actually Googled, and they say only 10% of female MCs are actually, they actually become famous nowadays. Do you think that's true or false?
Only 10%?
Only 10%. That's what Google gave us.
Where the 10%? I don't see.
I don't know. Do you think it's lower than that?
We're like endangered species, so
out of 100%.
Yeah, it might be a little lower than that because ain't nobody here. Out.
Crazy.
Where they at? Stuff with Nikki.
This is crazy, guys. It's really crazy. Actually, I'm very excited that you came.
You guys are one of my biggest supporters. Thank you for having me.
We're so excited. Let everybody know where they can find you, social media sites.
You can find Sonja Blade on Twitter at Sonja Blade Music. That's Sonja Blade Music with a J. You can find me on YouTube, Sonja Blade Music. Reverb Nation, Sonja Blade Music. I have my own website, www.sonjablademusic.com, and Facebook, Sonja Blade Music. Everything is Sonja Blade.
Any upcoming projects?
I actually have a few situations that I'm weighing right now.
Okay.
So yeah, I have a show coming up May 14th in Manhattan at Club Pyramid.
Oh, okay.
Another one May 20th at the first annual Meet the Industry. What is that called? The Industry Alternative Show that I'm doing. So yeah, just doing shows right now, and
I'm excited.
chilling.
I'm so happy she's here. I tweeted her and told her that she needed to come to the show, and
I'm
she's about her
here.
word. She's
And
here.
I'm here.
And it's so much love, and we're so happy to have
Thank
you
you
here.
for your support. Thank you, guys.
That's what we do. Again, I am Imani Kairee. This is NE360 on RadioSEEN.com. It's radio you can watch. Check me out on Twitter at Imani Kairee. Here with my sister Sonja Blade. We're just going to chat it up.
Yeah, we gonna
Check out
chat.
this video, guys, before you leave, okay? Ricky Tan. We'll be right back.
RadioSEEN.com. RadioSEEN.com.